At 3:39 a.m., someone, or something, was turning my bedroom doorknob. My phone was dead. The front door was wide open, and by the time this video ends, you'll understand why I have never, not once, slept alone in a house again. Back in 2023, I lived through the most terrifying weekend of my life. Even today, I still can't fully explain what happened. I've never liked staying home alone, but after that weekend, I don't think I've spent a night alone anywhere ever again. At the time, my fiancé Ryan and I were looking for a new place. Our lease had ended and we didn't want to sign another year-long contract. One of my dad's oldest friends owned a house nearby. It was empty. The elderly couple who'd lived there had both passed away. Since he was close to my family, he offered to rent it to us for almost nothing. It was a beautiful house in a nice neighborhood. The cheap rent solved half our problems. But there was one thing that bothered me. Both previous residents had died inside that house. They were elderly. Their deaths weren't violent or suspicious. Still, the idea of living somewhere two people had just died made my skin crawl. Ryan didn't care at all. He laughed at me, teased me about ghosts and bad energy. He just loved the rent. The house still had the old couple's stained carpets when we moved in. My dad's friend planned to replace them with hardwood. In the living room, there was a large, dark stain on the carpet. Ryan asked about it. I wish he hadn't. The owner told us the woman had fallen, hit her head on the table. That stain was her blood. She never came home from the hospital. Then he told us something worse. Her husband had died only weeks earlier, a heart attack in the basement. That should have been our sign to leave. We ignored it. We needed somewhere to live. A few days later, the carpets were gone, replaced with hardwood. The walls were repainted. The house felt brighter. The owner even installed a security system. Every time a door opened, an automated voice announced it. Front door open. It was annoying, but it made me feel safer. About a month later, Ryan left for his bachelor party. He'd be gone all weekend. For the first time, I was alone in that house. Well, almost alone. Our cattle dog, Rex, was with me. Friday evening felt normal. I ordered Thai food, watched The Office, tried to relax. Around midnight, I heard a strange sound from the basement. I told myself it was just the house settling. Then Rex bolted to the basement door and started barking. That wasn't normal. Rex never barked, but this time he sounded scared. I opened the basement door and flicked on the light. Rex immediately stopped barking and started growling, a deep, warning growl. I thought about going down. Then I remembered, the old man died down there. I know it sounds irrational, but I froze. I couldn't make myself go down. I tried taking a photo from the top of the stairs. Too dark to see anything. I shut the door and went to bed. Rex didn't sleep. He sat at the foot of the bed, staring at the bedroom door all night, like he was guarding me. I barely slept. The next day, I was doing chores. I walked into the laundry room and froze. The washing machine had moved. Not a few inches, several feet, almost to the middle of the room. I ran out immediately. When I finally went back, I checked everything else. Nothing else had moved. I pushed the washer back myself. It took real effort. That machine is heavy. If it moved in the night, I should have heard it. I hadn't heard anything. I called Ryan and told him everything. He stayed skeptical, but promised to come home early. That night was worse. Around 9:18 p.m., I heard a loud explosion outside. It made me jump. Seconds later, my phone buzzed. The garage camera. The garage door was open. We never used the garage. On the footage, I saw flashes in the driveway, like fireworks. I went outside to check. There was nothing. No fireworks, no debris, no one around. Confused and shaken, I closed the garage and went to bed. Hours later, violent banging on the front door woke me up. 3:39 a.m. It wasn't normal knocking. It sounded desperate, like someone trying to force their way in. Front door open. My heart nearly stopped. I ran to the bedroom, locked the door, grabbed my phone to call the police. It wouldn't turn on. The screen stayed completely black. That's when I started crying. Then I saw the doorknob turning. Someone was trying to get in. "Go away!" I finally managed to call the police. They arrived fast, searched the entire house. They found nothing. No intruder, no evidence. Just the front door standing wide open. Nothing stolen, nothing damaged. They suggested fireworks caused the noise, and the wind blew the door open. I didn't believe that for a second. That door had been locked. After they left, I took Rex and drove straight to my parents' house. I didn't go back until Ryan came home. When he did, I told him everything. He still didn't believe it was supernatural, but even he admitted something strange had happened. We stayed in that house a few more months before finally moving out. Nothing unusual ever happened again. It's been almost 3 years. I still think about that weekend. Maybe there was a logical explanation. Maybe there wasn't. All I know is, I never want to experience anything like that again. If this story gave you chills, subscribe, Mr. Dread. Next story is even worse.